All right, y'all. Now check it out. So we got Richard Torrez, who's 13 fights in, 11 KOs, and then we got Moses Itauma, 12 fights in, and 10 KOs, 10 knockouts. So they both basically matching they knockout ratio. You know, them being off just 2 knockouts. So if y'all can remember, right? Some of y'all might stroll across this video. Few of y'all. I've been talking about this fight on this channel. I called for this fight. I did a short on it, and I did a couple videos on it, saying that I would love to see this fight, And out the blue, news come out today. Richard Torrez calls out Moses Itauma. Not only call out Moses Itauma, he called out Agit Kabayel as well. Two of the hardest heavyweight punchers right now we have in the game. Moses Itauma, Agit Kabayel, and Richard Torrez. He calling them both out. I was thinking at first maybe Richard Torrez and Moses Itauma, is too early to make. But I've been thinking about it today. Especially now that Richard Torrez has called Moses Itauma out. Richard Torrez has called Moses Itauma out. I've been thinking about it, and this is a fight that need to be made. This is a fight that need to be made, especially now that Richard Torrez is asking for the fight. And I think it can be made easy. I think this fight can be made easy with the promoters they both have. Richard Torrez working with Bob Aaron, Top Rank, and you got Moses Itauma. Who he with? Is it Frank Warren? I don't think his promoter is Frank Warren, but I could be wrong. Let me get the promoter for y'all before I check out. It is Frank Warren. It is Frank Warren. So I think this fight can be made easy. I would love to see this fight. And I want to hear Moses Itauma response. These two guys get in the ring. They both, fast hands, heavy-handed power, heavyweights, and it's going to be explosive, and somebody is getting knocked out if this fight is made.